We are live now. Here. Gonna do this brick opening here, guys. Just going live to do some Pyro chat and see what's up. You guys all ready for the big day? I don't have to worry about it. I don't have no kids. Nobody. I don't have to worry about gifts. I don't have to worry about last minute going to the store. I don't have to worry about all that. Did I miss something or did I forget something or last minute wife saying, honey, we forgot to get that one toy that we were going to get the kid, our kid. Which one, honey? Oh, you know the one that costed $350? Yeah, I don't have to worry about any of that. So that's good. All the only thing I have to worry about is Pyro. And that's the way I like it. That's the way it should be. All you guys need to keep your priorities straight. Pyro, Pyro, Pyro. Pyro becomes before wife. Pyro becomes before kids. Pyro comes before all that. If you guys had more Pyro, you know, if you had less kids, that means you'd have more Pyro to show for it. What do I know? What do I know? I don't know nothing. Hey, Outlaw, how you doing? I'm just sitting here ranting. Probably not making any sense, just rambling off. It's like that part of Billy Madison. What you just said was the most idiotic, no good, dumbest thing I think I've ever heard. And no point in your rambling, incoherent speech did any of us get smarter from listening to it. Alright, guys. Pyro. Y'all putting stuff up for New Year's Eve? I got some stuff I'm gonna throw up. I'm kind of struggling with New Year's because I'm not sure when you guys set stuff off. When do you do it? Do you do it at the stroke of midnight, or are you doing it earlier? Because I'm like, one side of me don't really care what the neighbors say, but another side of me feels like you need to be somewhat courteous. And midnight really isn't that courteous. But in order to do it right, you almost have to do them at midnight. What's the point of doing fireworks on New Year's Eve if you're not doing them at midnight? What are you gonna do them at 8 o'clock and the New Year's is midnight? I don't know. To me, it's kind of defeats the purpose if you're not doing them like right at the stroke of midnight. Happy New Year! Boom, 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 boom. Shit hits the fan. Yeah, at midnight. At midnight, doing some shells and a few cakes. Yeah, that's... Yeah. Crackers and smackers. My whole neighborhood lights them off at midnight. That's how you do it. Crackers and smackers. You gotta have the crackers and smackers at midnight. Got to. Maybe some coconuts. What's up, Brian? Hey, Ben. You too, man. Not much. You too. I'm just hanging out. I was going to do this brick opening here. This isn't in the best of shape, so... Yeah, I think people may expect it on New Year's Eve too to be at midnight. But my one neighbor just had a new baby. Well, I can't say new. She was born in July or August, I think. I don't know. I think I might just send out messages to people and be like, hey, at midnight I'm going to do some firecrackers. I'm just planning on doing like a few rolls of firecrackers, like string them like those lady fingers. I don't know if you guys have seen my videos, but no, sorry guys. Now I am really, really, really impressed with them ladyfinger rolls, and I really want to do like 2 of them, tie them together with a 16,000 roll, and just have it just be absolute mayhem for about 2 minutes, and then it's done. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do a horse brand, but only ones I have right now are the 5K ones, so they're kind of small. If I had one of the bigger ones, that would be insane. Like a 300,000 or even the 500,000 rolls. Man, those things, they come in a wood crate. Oh, I don't think they weigh like something like 60 pounds. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Alright guys, we can talk while we're doing this. I'm going to open this brick. Got this Vixen 16 16s. It's not a very, it's kind of a I think the cello's coming off it and they taped it, and so we're gonna go ahead and open it. These are some of my favorite crackers, guys. These are one of the best crackers they've ever made, in my opinion. So let's do it. Rip this sucker open. Boy, doing this with one hand is different. Usually I just come down here and just start ripping open. But yeah, Vixens are starting to get pretty hard to find now. I'm starting to see them at swap meets and stuff like that. The only reason why Shelton's had some is because they found a whole bunch of cases of them in the warehouse that they totally forgot about, along with all kinds of old DOT novelties and all kinds of stuff they did a year or so ago. Boy, this definitely makes it harder with tape. I'm trying to save the brick label because this one I have not seen. So Shelton's, when you go to Shelton's and you want to find these Vixens, the barber pole ones, it's SF 551 and 552. I have never seen Vixen at the SF Shelton Fireworks 550. So, and they're barber poled. So I didn't know if these were different or if they're the earlier ones or the older ones or what. But I figured I'd pick them up because I was there. Like I said, the bricks weren't very good. Look at that. You don't see this too much anymore, guys. These, it's like paper straps now. They put this tape on there. They taped. Oh, sorry guys, I know it's not the best viewing quality here, but let's get that out of the way. There we go. Now we're better here. Okay. Look what we got. Vixens. Hey Eric, you too, man. Some of the best modern day firecrackers. They're cool because they're red and green. And they're loud. I know a lot of people craps on Sheltons, but really I don't think Sheltons are too bad. Oh, here they are. Some pretty firecrackers too, I think. I think the green offsets that pink and yellow pretty dang good. So yeah, you gotta, every time you do a brick open, you gotta get in there and take a whiff of these bad boys. Smells like pure pyro joy right there. That is pure pyro joy. Yeah, they are good hitters with a flare. That's right, they are. Shelton's was the place to go, man, for firecrackers. I can't imagine what Shelton's was like back in like the early 90s. Oh man, I bet you that was the go-to place. If you want to get firecrackers, I bet you Shelton's was a booming place for that. Now, there are novelties. They have a lot of novelties. Some of them are hit or miss, but it's that way in any fireworks store you go into. What fireworks store can you go into where you could say they don't have some fireworks in there that aren't like, mediocre? They all do. That's part of it. I'm thinking one of these days I'm going to open this brick here. These I don't have a fireworks budget. When it comes to like fireworks budget as in what shows, I don't really ever set a firework budget because I don't know, but my situation's different. If you need to do a firework budget, then it's really it's really the individual and what they can afford. And I know that can be kind of, I don't know, I guess a firework budget's on an individual level. No, they don't make them like that no more. That's right, crackers and smackers. I like saying that. Keep commenting. I like saying crackers and smackers. Yeah, this brick here, I wanted to, I think one of these times I'm going to open it. Yeah, that's right, KJS Insano. The budget is how much you can fit in your car. That's about right. And how many times you can go back. Oh man, I can't tell you how many times I've loaded my car up in the last, fairly recently. My car was completely full. Pyro Bud is in the house. Shoguns. Man, I used to be a real good fan. Back in the early 2000s, Shogun was like a real big deal. They had, even if their products weren't the best, they still had some, like, their firecrackers, and then they're like 1 ounce and 2 ounce, and they're like smaller rockets, the ones that went up like the what do they called them, geese, something geese, and clustering bees and stuff like that. Shogun had some of the best polybag rocket assortments on the market. But I haven't bought. Geez, Shogun's kind of. But I think they made a comeback now. But Shogun kind of fell off the map there for a while. Hey Delta, how you doing? Just hanging out here, having some pyro chat. These are another thing from the These are the early, another cool thing from the 90s. These may have been 2000s, I'm not too sure, but maybe baby magic blooms. Cool deals right there. Can I have mod? Not exactly sure what that means. Anybody knows what he's talking about? You can let me know. I'm new to this. I'm not sure if that's code for something. I sent up one of the Mars rockets the other day, and man, that thing hit. I don't know if it was because it was the echo was insane. Winter when the leaves and stuff are on the trees and everything froze over. It was really cold here. It was like, oh, it got down to like 7 below zero the other night. But today it was like 37. But I guess there's some new stuff coming in. I guess this is the time for all the new stuff coming in. I hear there's oh yeah, okay. Oh yeah. Eric, there was I used to be able to get these ones that were they were in packs, kind of like they were about the same size of these Vixens. Because the Vixens are a little bit wider and a little bit bigger than the regular Firecrackers. But they were in packs, kind of like these, and they were called ground balloons, but they were like cracker form, like these, but they were ground balloons, and they were Far Ocean brand, and man, those things if we got snow and we got a little bit of ice on top of it, and it formed like a crust, you set them things off and they would spin forever. They were some of the best ground balloon crackers. They didn't crack, but they were phenomenal. Oh yeah, crackers and smackers. That Texas weather is probably crazy all year round. You guys don't even know what winter is. Have you ever seen snow? I know it probably gets somewhat cold in Texas, but have you ever actually seen snow? And I know some people live in the South has never seen it. These are another thing that's really dang cool that Shelton's had. These old school whistling jacks by Shelton's. So awesome. Yeah, there was a little snow here this morning too. Yeah. Ooh, minus 11. Yeah, that's cold. Ugh. I don't like it when it's like that. Yuck. I'm more of a summer guy. I like it when it's like 70, 80, 90. Even when it gets a little bit warmer than that, don't bother me. Yeah, you sweat and it's uncomfortable, but I'd rather be hot and sweating versus cold and the wind blowing through your soul. Oof. Oh yeah. There is a good amount of goodies here. I mean, I got goodies for days. I could just keep pulling stuff out. I mean, I got yeah. Oof. Yeah, the Wisconsin weather gets cold. You guys are right up there close to Canada, aren't you? Eh? You get that what do they call that? Arctic blast. That's the word I was looking for. Arctic blast up there in Wisconsin. Up there at the frozen tundra. No, Pyro Bud, I did not hear that. Pyro Bud says, did you hear Great Lake Mortar Racks is doing 12 16-inch ball shells at the same time for a world record on New Year's at 10? I did not hear that, Pyro Bud, and I would like to know where I can go see it. I'll have to look into that because I'm definitely interested. I watched was it Steamboat a couple years ago when so Steamboat out in Colorado, they did a world record, and at first it failed. It flower potted. The 1 year they did it and it flower potted. Then they went back the next year, it was a couple years ago, and it worked. Yeah, I'll have to go check it out. Fireworks playground. No, I'm not light. Well, I'm going to light stuff for New Year's Eve, but not right now. All right, Pyro Bud, that'd be cool. You can send me a link. I'll go check it out. I'd like to see it. Japan just did one that was insane. It was absolutely insane. Like at first, I didn't think it was real. Cause sometimes you see those videos where they do these fireworks and it's not real. That was that. Japan just launched a world record shell. I mean, that thing was incredible. There was like so many different little micro shells off of it. I'm doing a small private 1.4 show New Year's Eve. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, some of the small shows are the best, especially if it's cold. You don't want to be out there. I remember doing a gender reveal for my brother and his wife. Oh, it's been several years ago now, but it was in February, and it was like -4, and I'm out there trying to rig up a show. They wanted a full out show, and it was blue, so it was for a boy. I had the hardest time finding blue cakes to do for a gender reveal, like actual true blue, because all the gender reveal cakes you buy, they were like green. Yeah, I'm with you, 603 Pyro. Fireworks do sound better in the winter. They absolutely do. You guys hearing any reindeers not walking on your roofs yet? I think all that's silly. I don't know. Maybe I'm different, but it is what it is, I guess. It's just, I don't know. I remember being so upset when I found out Sandy wasn't real. Ugh. Like, so mad. I was upset. But if you tell anybody you shouldn't do that, they get mad. So I don't say nothing. I just let it go. I got fireworks. That's all I need to worry about. Yeah. These here are cool. These jumping jacks. Yeah, reindeers bring you some fireworks. And now that would be cool. Donner and Blitzen and Rudolph. Next thing you know, you see all these rockets flying off Rudolph's butt. Yeah. I like the ground pounders. Those ground pounders for the finale is awesome. I love me some ground pounders. I remember sitting in, it was a town. They used to do a vintage swap meet here in Pennsylvania, out in New Milford. And there's a town called Starlight. It's not too far from New Milford. And we were sitting at this bar, this hotel/bar, after the swap meet, the vintage Firecracker swap meet. We were sitting there, and me and another guy and his girlfriend were sitting there, and we were eating some dinner before we were doing an open shoot. Well, some people were already over there doing the open shoot. They were already firing off, like, I mean, insane stuff. I mean, just they were firing off some awesome stuff, ground pounders, and even maybe even a step above a ground pounder. And there was this older gentleman, he was singing at the band, and he was singing. He was a one man band, and I don't know what somebody did. Somebody did an insane ground salute. And that thing absolutely rocked the world. And that man, he got scared so bad he completely stopped singing in mid note, and he's like, "Holy, what the was that?" And all these people inside the restaurant were complaining about the people doing the fireworks, and I was sitting there. I'm like, "Yeah, that's so rude. We're just trying to eat our food." And they had no idea we were about to go join them. I had some stuff in my car. Yeah, 160. Ooh. Yeah, man. I like the big ones. Sometimes they hurt. You set them off and it's like it gives you a mini headache or something. What's up, Cosmic Pyro? How you doing, man? Just sitting here having a good old Pyro chat. Just hanging out. Oh yeah, that sounds like some pretty good ground pounders there too. Yeah, you got to get back pretty far. I put like what I call extend a fuse. I got rolled fusing, and I roll some fusing out, tape it to the actual fuse, then I get way back. Oh yeah, true pyro absolutely does. Travels with a pyro kit full of lighters, and of course pyro. Of course, I don't think there's not many times where I don't have something in my car. Ah, yeah. Yeah, I like to keep the people that want to watch this stuff close here. What's up, Pyro dude? Not much here, just hanging out. Talking some Pyro. Not much else to do. I could go out and do stuff. I gotta upload some videos. That video I uploaded earlier, those are some of my favorite firecrackers, the DOT ones. These guys right here. These are really some of my favorites. I wish I had a brick of them. I wish I could find some more. There's several different ones. There's like sailing junk. These island dragon. I know there's more. Pagoda, maybe? There's like 4 or 5 different ones. They're all the same crackers, though. And then there's a brick of 16 that are the same crackers. That's a mix. There's a mixture, like dove. Is it dove or pigeon? There's one with a person on it. I can't remember them all. But they're good crackers. Barber poles. I think they're fantastic. I like them. Tell me, I don't know what people think of the performance of Black Hats, but I'm going to tell you, that is one of the most iconic labels there is. And they've always stayed consistent in my book. Now, the early UN Black Hats were absolute garbage. But the modern day ones are pretty good. Yeah. The red Vixens, I never had any of the red ones. But these ones are for sure Awesome. Oh yeah, Black Hats are some of the best firecrackers on the market now. Now I say firecrackers. You can put. Oh yeah, Devin. This is where all the true pyros are hiding. We're here, and you're here now too. What's up, my guy? Yeah, but the red eyes suck. Have you ever tried them? The red eyes are some of the most terriblest crackers. I got burned on them things. People say they were DOT, but I'm telling you, those crackers are not DOT. I open them up and they're sawing. They're absolute garbage. And I've opened more than one brick of them. I'm not getting burned on them things again. Now, the old Black Hats, like some of the Macau ones, ooh, they are hard. They are hard to beat. They are the Macau, some of the Macau Black Hats are some of the best crackers. Even, dare I say it, I think they might even be better than the 2-grain Thunder Bombs. Oh yeah, the red eyes suck. They are garbage. Now, it's really cool brick label. The red eye brick label is the coolest, one of the coolest labels. And it just sucks that the crackers were terrible. Because when you see that Black Hat logo, I mean, come on, that is iconic. And then you see it with the red eyes, it's like, oh. But the crackers just are terrible. Now, the 50s, I haven't tried them. I've only tried the 16s. I don't think they're probably not much better, but I could be wrong. Because I think the red eye bottle rockets are pretty good, from what I've heard. But yeah, that's a bad label, if anything else. Crackers and smackers. Yeah, definitely. What was those ones? KHT? The Black Hats KHT crackers are really awesome. They're absolute smackers. I think I might put up. Yeah, it's a good thing you didn't. I mean, some people wants to put them in their collection. I mean, it's fine if you have them in your collection. Because I guess there is a little bit of collecting value to them. If you have, it's like the 50th anniversary PGI bricks. Those aren't very good either, but people have them in their collection. It's just part of it. I've had some. I've set them off. I didn't think they were. Oh yeah, do not pay 120 a brick for red eyes. Do not. Please do not. I mean, it's your money. You can spend how much ever you want. But if it was my recommendation, I'd spend $120 on Vixens before I would the red eyes. And that's a stretch. I've spent $50 on a brick of Vixens before because it was the first time I've ever seen 400s, and I still have some packs. I've never been able to find a brick of 400s, and they had several, and I should have bought more, but they were $50 a piece, and that was in store. That's just how much Shelton's had them for, and they were all broke up, but the strips were fine. Sammy shots? Yeah, Sammy shots are awesome. The Sammy shots are pretty dang cool. Yeah. Come take a walk with me, guys. Right over here. I got some Vixen 400s right here. Talk about a big strip. Look at this sucker. Yeah. That's a big boy right there. This 400 strips, yeah, they do rip. They are awesome. Oh yeah. See, even around 7 and 8 years ago, you could find Thunder Bombs for like 50, 60 bucks. But then Thunder Bombs went through the roof. All the DOT stuff you could find for, you know, relatively good prices. People thought that was expensive back then. Now they're going for like 300, 400, 500 bucks a brick. It's crazy. But yeah, I'll just stick to some of the stuff I like. It's like somebody asked in one of the groups the other day, what do you buy? Does anybody collect modern stuff? I mean, you see all this stuff here I got on this table? Most is considered modern. And I'm telling you, everything sitting here is a blast. Even these, and these are current production, they're a blast. I have an awesome time with all of it. I really don't think you can have more of, like, I understand if something's worth money, it's worth money. But you spend all this money on something that you put on a shelf and you can't go out and have fun with. Yeah, Thunderbomb daisies are awesome, and I like setting them off. And see, that's it. When I buy stuff, I buy it to set it off. It's like, I can't tell you how many people have DM'd me and said, you know, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. You know, you're just basically throwing money away. And I was like, well, isn't that what you do anytime you buy fireworks and you light the fuse? Even if it's modern, you paid for it, you light the fuse, and it's no longer there. So therefore, you just fired off your money. So if I'm going to fire it off, I might as well. I missed it. I grew up in the 90s when the UNO era already happened, the transition. So I didn't get to hear all this stuff that all you guys, older folks, did. People that grew up in the 80s and 70s. So I like to hear it and feel it and smell it. But yeah, new stuff will be. Oh yeah. Burning all of our money, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, you fast fuse those suckers. Oh yeah, man, they fly all over the place. Yeah, 1993. Whew. I wasn't calling anybody old anyway either, by the way. Oh, you're right. Crackers and smackers. The Black Cat Ladyfinger bricks are awesome. And I can't find them for less than 20 bucks. I can get them right now, but they're $20 a brick. And the person who has them will not budge an inch. I wish I could find cases of them, but I can't. I haven't been able to find them. You can find these things all over the place. Jeez, I've had these for... Because Black Cat started making the modern firecrackers. These... just regular black crackers, or they were red, or I think they were black. They didn't have the black hats on them, but now they do. They redid it. They must have got enough flack where they said, all right, we'll go back to putting the cats on them, because there was a period about 2 years where they stopped doing it, and now they're doing it again. So but yeah, I got a whole bunch of that. I got all kinds of Vixens down there, alien star bombs, and all kinds of goodies. It's stuff like that. You know, you buy them and you hang on to them for a little bit because you want to set them off later. You never know how many more you're going to find. Yeah, I didn't like it when they didn't have the cats. I had a couple bricks saved. I should have saved them because, you know, that'll be something that you know, you can look back on and say, huh, look at them, the cheap asses tried to go without putting cats on them and it didn't work. You'll be seeing them at swap meets 20 years from now. Swap meets, you'll be seeing black cats sitting there with no logos on them. Yeah, M100s and M180s, or yeah, M180s, M80s, there's the blockbusters. Blockbusters is where it's at, in my opinion. I love me some blockbusters. Yeah. Yeah, I've got to have the cats on them. That's what made black cats the black cats, was the cat logos. Maybe for New Year's I'm gonna throw me up some of the screamer rockets. I wish I had a good plug on some strobes, but I don't trust them things. I really don't. I like them, and I think they're cool effects, but man, those things are so too iffy. And it's crazy, that video that was floating around the 4th of July, where those people were sitting in the streets, and you hear whoa, and it went whoa, poof, it landed, it blew up right in the street, right where the guy was setting the fireworks off, and there was a caption in the video that said, "Timmy, was this you?" You need to send one of them things out after all them drones out there in New Jersey. You too, man. Greg. No, they're not shelf stable. They're not. And they are dangerous. And all these people out there doing them. It's like I said, it's lucky those people there in that video. It was a big woman and I think a guy. Blue Angel. 1986 Blue Angel fireworks, my favorite. Can't say I know what that is, brother. I wish I did though. Yeah, it's 14. I was born in 87, so I don't know anything about them 1980 fireworks. And yep, I got all kinds of stash. I got all kinds. I got totes full of just plain packs of firecrackers, and it's just starts to pile up after a while. So check it out. Got all kinds of goodies in here too. Some DOT bottle rockets here. These ones here. These are horse brand. Air travel with report. Hey, look, that one's got some critter damage. Some kind of something got into it. They still look good though. I'll send them. This package to be sold as a unit. Yeah. Well, it don't look like it was sold as a unit. Neptune. We used to order from Neptune. Huh. The name alone sounds pretty cool on that. What do you guys think? We're almost at 45 minutes now. Keep going or shut her down for tonight? I can keep talking Pyro for forever. Just blabbering around. I found an older 4050s brick with the Island Dragons, Great Walls, yes, pagodas, and the sailing ones. Not sure if it's worth a $120 buy though. Those ones, for what I understand, they're pretty like when it comes to the vintage market, they're pretty readily available. But I think I would pay 100. I don't know. I would probably pay 120 a brick for them. It just depends on if you like them or not. I don't know. Yeah, the Rocket Master. I've heard about the Rocket Master. He makes some crazy stuff too. No, strobes are iffy. Huh. Strobes are definitely very. People talk about jungles blowing up right when they leave the tube. It's like strobe rockets are one of the worst. See, that's it. There isn't no set prices on vintage. You know, you could take a brick. You could get a picture of a brick somebody's trying to sell you, and you could take that picture and you can send it to like 10 or 15 different people that have dealt with vintage fireworks and for a very long time. You can send that picture to the people that have been in the market for years and years, and you'll get 20 different answers about what the damn brick is worth. That's why I say it's worth what you're willing to pay. That's it. That's really the bottom line on it. If you're willing to pay for that certain item, I guess it's worth that to you. Wow. Soda cans are cool. I like double XLs. They're even cooler. Man, I remember there was a purple guy that was called Purple. He used to send some stuff Euro. I don't know if any of you guys remember Mr. Purple. He's shut down now. We could probably talk about him, but it was Purple something. And you go on there and you could get all kinds of Euro stuff sent right to your door. And then, like, some people weren't getting their items, and they were messaging him and emailing him and asking him where their stuff was, and then he would send them a package. It'd be like cat shit, and it'd be like cat poop and like used rubbers and stuff. Yeah, that's the guy. Yeah, cat shit. Yeah, right there, cat shit. It was like used rubbers, and I can imagine that never happened to me. I always got my stuff. I ordered. I still have the boxes where he would send me stuff, and like he would send like, those little those bubble wrap pouches from the postal service. He'd send a pouch like that, but when you open it up, there'd be your stuff would be inside like newspapers, like paper shreds and stuff, and then inside of it there would be like, if you flip the papers over, it was people's scripts. There was like Oxycontin and Percocets and all, and people's names. Granted, they were overseas, but still, man, that's crazy. Yeah, Purple. He was the guy that sent cat poop. Oh yeah, he'd send people some nasty stuff. uh, Gotta love it. I can't even imagine. Open a box thinking, get excited thinking your pyro order finally came, and it was kitty litter and cat shit. Oh, it make you want to go crazy. Quarter stick were fun too. Oh yeah, yep. Those old, those India, they were made in India. They were cracker bombs. They were called. They were in a square box. Those were fun for that too. No, we're just having pyro chat now. The weather's too bad and too windy out there to go out there and do it now. One of these nights I'll go live and we'll do some fireworks. Well, I guess that's what makes a man a man. Fireworks talk and Percocet. Yeah. I've only done that once. Did a noise rocket under the water. Had a little bourbon to it too. I quit drinking. I used to drink bourbon like it was going out of style. Oh man. I can't even tell you how many times we had Roman candle and bottle rockets. And then I would bring out the 1 ounce rockets and everybody would get scared. They're like, we're not playing anymore. You're bringing out the big rockets. We're going in. We're done. I'm like, oh, come on, guys. You'll have to send me those videos the ice and stuff. Yeah, you too, Airsoft 907. I want to see those videos. I bet you that's insane. All right, guys, we're almost at an hour now, so I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna get off here for the night and go get me a drink. And yep, you too, Mr. Crackers and Smackers. Yep. All right, guys, I'm gonna call it a night here, and you guys have a you too. Hope everybody has a great day tomorrow, and pyro on, guys. All right, you guys all have a good night.